Hello, hello, you guys. Welcome to the stream. Just give me like a few minutes to set things up. But today, I actually have no plans to like what to draw exactly today. But we'll see. But I do plan on just doing sketches today. Just do sketches. I may clean up some of a few sketches of mine, or completely make a new one. It's either of the two, to be honest. So, just basically sketching today. Let me just create a new file. And then insert some of my sketches. I did some sketches traditionally. And then I like some of the poses, so I was like thinking to make them like into an illustration or something. It's kind of a shame that I'll be covering the body with like clothes and stuff. They're not even anatomy studies, they're just studies. Or just something I sketched dead ass. Not a great picture of it. The lighting is kind of ass. But I was only picturing it with my phone, so I just needed a rough sketch of it. And I'll just be only taking the poses, that's it. So I either make this into an illustration, or I do some cleanup today. Some of my other sketches, which are really fucking rough. I hate it. Like, here's one. It's super fucking rough. And I also just had like a sketch dump of this on my notebook. It's a much more tinier sketch, but I don't want to picture it, I guess, as a reference for like to put it into digital. Mijoko, welcome. Fashion, welcome. This is your first traditional sketches in months. I guess so. Like, because it has been fucking forever since I've sketched traditionally. I actually have no idea why I stopped. Maybe because I'm just so bothered I don't have like the right paper that I wanted. Because I really love newsprint paper. And if you are not familiar with newsprint paper, it's just basically the paper that you get to see, on newspapers. They're not the best paper in terms of quality, but I like them because they're so fucking cheap and they sound nice. I know I fucking judge and base papers on their sound, which is weird, but I just like it, okay? And they're somewhat discolored. That's the only like one thing that I don't like. Like, they're kind of grayish. So using the pencil is like fucking hell on that. But right now I'm just drawing with my regular printer paper or bond paper, I guess, which is much more. It has a much more wider color. And I just basically sketch on like any sort of paper anyways. I'll probably continue doing those type of sketches. And also for me to finally get back into practicing, basically. I mean, there's no need for me to practice all the time, but I just need it. I just need it regardless. And just something to freshen up, like, my knowledge and shit. But at the same time, a part of me is like struggling when it comes to practices. Like, do I want to be accurate or do I want to exaggerate? Because that's always the dilemma of like making poses, right? Because if you only try to be so accurate, it tends to look not so exciting to look at. I'm not saying you should disregard accuracy. It's just something out of my preference, I guess. But I just like the few poses there, so maybe I can like try to do or make something out of it. Also, I just like sketching with my pencil. It has been a while. Also, I was kind of surprised that I was like drawing really big, because I was so used to like pocket notebooks, and they're like 8 by 5 inches. Not really 8 by 5, more like 3 by 5, because that's it. 3 by 5 inches, so they're like fucking small. They're like the size of a hand, and that's the regular or usual size that I used to draw him back in the days. Also, I'm just gonna reuse this. There's no point to me, like, fucking try hard to redraw them. I could just picture them and just use them as a guide. What sucks is, though, when I'm drawing characters, none of these muscles are, like, visible, right? Because they're covered in either, like, clothing and all that stuff. So it's kind of like low-key pointless to draw in the muscles. They're not pointless, like ultimately pointless, like useless. Cause you can like draw the folds into the certain muscles that you just established. But that is like a specific sort of clothing. Like if you're working with really tight, skin tight clothing, that's fine. But if you're working with loose clothing, the muscles is kind of useless. Anyways, I think I was studying the knee, basically the legs. I was studying the legs, and maybe a bit on like arm muscles and forearm muscles. Forearm muscles, yeah, you're just not gonna go anywhere with forearm muscles. Also, I'm just like slowly trying to come back to like drawing without guides. And what I mean by that is just straight up sketching something without using shapes or any sort of guides or rough sketches underneath. I'm trying to avoid that. You don't have to. It's just something I want to practice on because I like it. And yeah, I'm not gonna lie, it's much more quicker that way, but at the same time, the time for that varies a lot. Like, if you don't have a clear image at your head, you're gonna get fucked. So, you're not exactly going faster because you're taking a while to, like, come up with a much more clear image. So, yeah. Also, I was kind of like in a drawing mood yesterday. Like, I was just drawing a lot. Like, way more than I usually do. But I often, not really often, but I do get that sort of moment sometimes. No, like how this face is looking. Actually, I don't like this eyes. It's too round. But yeah, no plans that much today. Apart from sketching. I mean, there's no point to me to draw these ears, to be honest. Because it's gonna be covered with hair. Anyways. So just a very chill stream. Yeah, we're just chilling today. Nothing too sweaty to do. Actually, let me use a new layer for the hair. Just makes things easier. Also, there's like a typhoon coming up, so it might rain like crazy tonight. Because apparently there's no landfall or anything about the typhoon, which is great. But at the same time, it's like pulling in like a lot of rain, which is just equally as bad as like having a landfall. We shouldn't be really sweaty about this. I just miss like uh being really sketchy about like my drawings because I feel like I've been trying way too much to be clean looking, which is I still don't like. I still don't like it. Melon seems kicking in. Especially with this pen. It's kind of atrocious with this pen. Mm. God damn, this fucking bots and shit. Double checking. So you really don't have a sweet and sour sauce at McDonald's? I haven't visited McDonald's just yet. We don't go to the mall that often. Also, I'm just currently sick at fast food shit. This body will not be the same as what I am currently doing. I think that's the tricky part to like this type of guides. It's not really the same body type. Like for fuck's sake, this body type is for a dude and too muscular. So we have to make different layers for different parts of the anatomy. I don't exactly get what you mean by that. The arm is kind of going forward, but not really. It's only kind of leaning in. And this is nothing more but a guide for the pose. Make different layers for different body parts, like the layer for hair and the layer for the head. Oh, I only do this mainly because it's sitting right on top of the head. So if I want to erase something, it's only gonna be affecting us, that particular layer. Like for example, here on the hair, I can do whatever the fuck I want to the hair. And as you can see, there's like lines that are like going through, and what I can do is just erase right on the bottom of the layer. So in that way, the actual hair isn't affected at all. Like I can just do that. I'm not gonna erase that. It's really up to you. It's just something I do out of convenience. Not really like an actual part of the process. It's I either do it or I don't. I don't do it all the time. It's just something I happen. It's something I happen to, have and can do. And our neighbors are fucking noisy again. Is that top? Nah. Her banks is much more different. Kinda still figuring out this hair though. Yeah, there are like people drinking outside. Nothing I can do. Anyways, let's go back to the body. I don't want her to look too thick. I wanna look more like lean. I low-key want to be bare body, but I'm basically just drawing a random ass fucking character, to be honest. Cause we're just chilling. See, right now I'm trying way too much to be clean. I hate that. I still keep forgetting like which one is higher, which ankle is like, which ankle or this bone in particular is higher. I keep forgetting that because again I don't really draw bare feet that much. Maybe one of your neighbors accidentally killed one of the chickens. Now they're playing some fucking music. And they would never do that shit. I don't even know why they're raising chickens. I hate these lines. Nanas. I hate this thick and thin line variety sometimes. It's just so annoying. And inconsistent to look at. So I'm gonna make it dirty looking. Meanwhile, I'm struggling trying to make clean line art. I just hate it. You'll be distracted on like trying to make it look clean instead of like trying to make things look more exciting and engaging to look at, which I much more prefer to have. Like I just hate this shit. Like, do you see this? Do you guys hear that music? They're like fucking cranking up the volume. Well, at least they're not playing trashy ass music. They're like playing old songs right now. I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding when I said I'm surrounded by boomers. Well, at least they're playing some bangers, some shit ones. I'm zooming in again. Fuck that. Thought I was hearing Halloween music. We don't do that shit. Halloween, nah, we don't do that. We have like a Day for the Dead and all that shit, but not really exactly Halloween. Like going trick or treating and shit. We don't have that. I mean, probably in like suburbs or whatever, those stuff is much more common, but nah, here nah. I only think like middle class or upper middle class, the ones that are doing that. They would just probably play Mariah Carey music instead, or other Christmas carols here. Gotta hate this line, Friday. You guys would probably hear me ranting about line variety for like the rest of the stream, or my lines in general. Oh, I think they're lowering the volume. Man, hands are either the holy grail of your artwork or your fucking nemesis for the rest of your life. Because I feel like hands had been like a big contributing factor, I guess, when it comes to my illustrations and stuff. Like most of my illustrations are like contains like big hands. But learning them is like fucking atrocious. And thank God I tried to like master it early on. Cause right now, man, what is this tapering? It's so fucking ugly. And tapering is so fucking ugly. Anyways. Even my tools are not working properly. Let me actually plug it in. Because I'm only using it wireless. There we go. Yeah, let me just... Never mind, the tapering is like... on there. I mean, don't get me wrong, I still like... sometimes I can draw hands, right? or there are times that it just looks straight up wrong. But regardless, it's so worth. And at the same time, a fucking pain to deal with. Well, I did not like that at all. It's kind of meh-ish. Some results. Anyways, let's actually fill that in. Yeah, I don't like this. It's because it looks like a line art more than a sketch. Oh boy. Well, maybe in the different shots it's like, maybe it'll get better. But anyways, let's copy that and crank up. Not really crank up, more like tune that down. Oh, hold up, someone's knocking. Hello, I'm back. What's the worst movie have you ever seen? Hmm. I don't think I have one that I can think of. I can't say the Pinocchio one because I actually haven't watched it. Oh, it's really. Let me draw some effects here. Because I actually wanted to draw some effects after so long. So long. When they are drinking outside, though. Okay, you didn't watch the Slender Man movie. I have not heard of that in forever. I used to watch those like gameplay stuff when it comes to Slender Man. Holy shit, that was like a phase in my life. Like I was just so invested on like the story of like basically Slender Man. I'm talking about the game, not the movie, because I have not seen the movie, and I don't think I would ever will. But yeah, it's one of those like Five Nights and Freddy's sort of phase, right? You get so invested on the lore and all that shit. But after it died, I'm like, yeah, I have not heard of it ever since. Also because maybe I just got bored of like horror games in general. I don't even play them. I just only watch like gameplays of it. But I can even tell like it, it's so repetitive. I guess so repetitive. I mean, there's an occasional good horror game, I guess, from there here and out, but once again, they're quite occasional and not all the time. I mean, most movie adaptations are like sucks ass most of the time. Especially video games. Even they're not free from the curse of horror and horrors of adaptations. Hmm. I'm not sure if I should make this sharper or. No, I'll just do it roughly. Fuck it. I'll deal with it later. Maybe I should color this grayscale, but I'm not gonna do some coloring and anything. I'm not gonna do that today. That is. Oh fuck! Something went on my eye. Anyways. Oh yeah, maybe I should like buy a webcam, so maybe that way I can stream like traditional stuff, like traditional sketches and all that shit. I mean, the thing is, buying a camera here is like fucking expensive. I could use my phone, but I don't want to break my phone, cause that shit is also expensive too. I can buy like somewhat cheaper, I guess, if that's possible. Hold up, my friends are like chatting. Anyways, where were we? Oh god. Do you guys hear that? Do you guys hear that? I hope not. Cause they're like, that's going for a karaoke here. Fucking hell. This is why it's gonna flood. Fucking hell. Unfortunately, I can hear them. Yeah, they're fucking noisy as hell. See, this is the shit I'm like facing. They're assholes. Let me remind you, by the way, there's like a typhoon right now. And it's the type of shit they do. This is why rains are only gonna get worse. This is why I pray no good things about them. I think we should make this darker. I'm overdoing the effects again, but at the same time, I'm still not sure how they would look like. So, I'm just. I think. I mean, if it gets bad, I'll just mute the stream or something. And just chat on like the stream's chat. Because Noah's flood with their singing. I wouldn't be mad if they're good at singing, but they're not. They're fucking ass. And it's always that one guy. There's only just this one guy that sings all the fucking songs. Like, dude, give the mic to someone else, please. Cause I too like karaoke's and all that shit. But my god. Give the mic to someone else. Oh yeah, you should use an airbrush for this. Deadass. Man, why does it have to be the time where I stream? I also need to find a way to make this hand somewhat visible, I guess. See, it's that guy again. It's okay, you don't have to be. It doesn't bother me. It bothers me. Maybe it's either the rain that's like loud or these people. It's either in between. Oh fuck. My notifications is like going crazy. Hold up. And maybe I'll need to take a bathroom break. Oh yeah. My friends are like talking about like drag race and stuff. Why does it has to be HBO? I think it was like streaming on HBO. Man, HBO. I think HBO is fucking expensive here. HBO. Was it Go or Max? I couldn't remember. Actually, let me check the price. 150. What? What's this price? They're raising the price, basically. Fucking hell. My mom won't let me do this type of shit, and I don't think I can pay in the way that I prefer. Because some of it demands credit cards and shit. Getting a credit card here is also a pain in the ass. It asks so much papers and all that. I didn't know that Cinderella 3 was a thing. Oh, you're in like you're in for a ride. I mean, I don't remember that much anymore about the Cinderella sequels, but I do remember like that one where her stepsister got into some guy or something. What the hell? That's like I can only stream through mobile and like 480p. Fuck that. I mean, it's the cheapest, but the prices are like weird. This is why I don't have Netflix. But HBO Go is cancer. Oh well. Anyways, hold up. I actually need to go for a bathroom break. BRB. Hello, I'm back. Oh, I think my mic really is picking it up, but that may. Is that my fan? Holy shit. I guess it's my fan that is like loud as fuck. Anyways, where were we? Let me actually move the other poses, because I got different plans for them. Let's cut that and move them to somewhere else. It's either I use them or I don't. It's either of those two. Save that. I have so many sketch dumps and basically work in process sort of like files that I didn't get to finish or flesh out. Shiro, welcome! Out of all the Disney things I know of, I never learned that Cinderella returned movie. You'd be surprised. I actually don't mind the sequels, but I don't remember them because I just watched them when I was a kid. So my memory isn't all that well. But I remember enjoying them for thoroughly. Thoroughly. Let me actually organize my my layers here because I don't want to go crazy later. But yeah. I mean, they usually do that shit when a particular princess movie got really successful. Anyways. But I cannot remember us that. I can't remember the second one and the third one. But I do remember uh, one movie was like about time traveling and the other one was like. All I can remember it was just the stepsister uh, getting it on with some baker boy. Stop flexing on us with your unfinished catchphrases. It's not even it's not even one of those sketches that you see in like for example this one, right? It's not that type of sketch. Fuck, it's not visible. Still not visible. It's not this type of sketch. It's this sort of sketch but much more loose. I mean, I can understand it, but other people won't understand it, apart from me. So it's not really a flex. It's more like I'm hoarding shit that it shouldn't be kept in the first place. It's either I throw them in the recycle bin. If it's good, I'll throw it in like in a folder where I don't want to see it, or if it's completely useless and I'm not gonna draw it ever, it goes to the recycling bin. Why is there the sound of a shockquake or earthquake? My neighbors, period. They're like having a karaoke right beside me. Fuck's sake. And mind you, there's like a typhoon incoming. It's a super typhoon. It's not gonna have a landfall, but it's still pulling in like a lot of fucking rain. Right now, it's still kind of sort of sunny, but it is cloudy. And we know for sure it's gonna rain like in a few minutes later on. Anyways, what pose should we do next? I mean, this is basic. I'm basically planning like to do a character sheet, but I kind of don't want to sketch out like guides and shit. Like, I just want to basically not use guides, sketch guides. I mean, I'm still sketching, just without guides. I'm just doing things more straightforward. And mind you, that type of method is hard. Mainly because you need like a clearer image on your head. Not to mention you need the muscle memory for it. So in that way, you're relying more just where your hand goes, basically. Could you put sound suppression, please? Those sound claims are hurt my ear and brain. I'm sorry, man. You can just mute the stream. Also, right now, they're quiet. So, not sure. Am I having an audio problem? Or is it just my fan? Because my fan is also loud as hell. This is so unnecessary for me to do. But I just want to do it. And just so I can prove to myself, like, hey, I can still do it. When it's ultimately useless. It sounds like someone's using a drill. Oh yeah, that's my fan. Let me steady it to somewhere else. Cause once it fades on like the mic, it gets really fucking loud. But the temperature right now, it's so weird. Cause it's cloudy. But at the same time, if I don't use a fan or whatever, it's hot. Or else I'm gonna sweat. And I think it's about to rain. There we go. Another noise. No more drill. It's not a drill. Well, that sound is gone, but right now there's like rain pouring down. Of course it is. What a lucky stream today, guys. God is kind of testing my patience right now. But anyways. Well, at least the dudes are like finally shut up and stop playing the karaoke. I think I rotated it too far. You have rain? I have 51 Celsius. Celsius? Where do you live? Holy shit. Wait, hold up, my friends are chatting? Anyways, where was I? Shit, it's Primal Night. I'm gonna wait for the final episode to binge watch everything. You can watch it, man. No need to wait for me. it's just I hate waiting. It sounds contradictory because I have to wait all episodes to finish just so I can watch them all, right? In one sitting. But that's how I like it. So I can just finish it in one sitting. I don't have to wait for fucking days and like, what was the last episode about? Because I am that forgetful. Because there's no point. There is no point for me to keep it on my memory that long. Middle East. Oof. Yeah, Middle East is just fucking hell when it comes to the temperatures. It's a miracle that because my aunt used to like work at the Middle East. She used to work in UAE. I'm like, it's basically hot all the time. Maybe except for nighttime, because I heard it really gets cold when it's nighttime. And the sand desert doesn't help it at all. The sandstorm doesn't help it at all. But at the same time, we experience fucking flood, volcanic eruptions, earthquakes, and other shit like twisters, tornadoes, and like hailstorms sometimes, and even drought sometimes. All of this, all of this fucking calamity. And at this point, we don't know if we're like, is our place better than the shit that we're experiencing right now? And our seasons are just boring. People experience like, the regular 4 seasons: summer, spring, and then autumn and winter. We just have fucking drought and rain. It's either of those two. It's either drought, no fucking water at all, and you're probably gonna die from the heat wave, or it's gonna flood. It's either between those two. Wait, hold up, my friends are chatting. UAE, it's hot, but it's heaven, and I'm living literally where the devil fell in Iraq. Oof. We only we only have summer and winter. We never experience winter. Than us. And then people think, other people would wish like, oh, we wish we have winter or something like that. I would not wish for that. Winter clothes are expensive as hell. And most of the time we just experience uh heat for the most part, so there's like no point. Anyways, where were we? All we have is summer, spring, and fall. Though we do have snow only on the mountains. Oh yeah, I think. I mean, I is that does that count as winter? But because there's no snow, but it is cold as fuck, and it's only like one location, one specific location, and it's also a mountain located on a mountain. Well, it's raining, but it's not that strong yet. That's good. So at least it's not that loud. I guess it counts as winter, but it's only like pseudo winter and like in one specific location. Otherwise, so where was I? Of course, I picked out a difficult position for something we don't even have guidelines for. Great. Well, the save. Oof, the rain's getting stronger now. I just found out a rather bizarre fact. Apparently, when the Pokemon anime was going to be distributed to the US, they thought that the Pokemon designs were too cute and offered a small redesign for Pikachu as a tiger with boots. I have no idea what the fuck is wrong with US distributors on that. I have no idea either. I mean, I can think of like a correlation, but I don't think that's the exact reason why. Because most of like the US stuff, like US cartoons, for example, like He-Man and like what's that other one, you know, for girls? She-Ra? Was that the thing? She-Ra. So basically, you know, cartoons are like for action figures. Are meant to be toys and all that shit. And most of this shit, or maybe they assume that kids would much prefer, like, you know, action figures, more badass stuff, or cool looking, or what they thought is cool looking. Because Pokemon, most of the cartoons are like, or I guess back in the days, more prominently back in the days, it's so divided, right? One is for the boys and one is for the girls. And Pokemon is kind of like neutral. And yeah, their stuff is probably more catered towards a much more younger audience, but probably not, as you might know. It's for basically kids in general, not really to a certain demographic or a certain age range. But I don't know. That's just something I thought of, I guess. That could be a reason. She-Ra. I thought She-Ra was going to be called She-Woman, like He-Man. Like how obvious it can get. Oh, the rain is getting stronger. Hopefully my mic doesn't pick it up too much. Sheesh. Hold up, let me close my windows or something. It's so fucking loud. Bruh. By the time I shifted the windows, the rain literally toned down for a bit. We hear everything, even the chicken. Well, can't do anything about it. There we go. Now move that. Move it back. Oh, it also changed those wrinkly parts. They're still playing the karaoke. What the fuck? Oh, can't do nothing about it. Anyways, let me fix this. And adjust it to a certain way. I might add some effects here, but I'm not too sure. Oh wow, they're also trying to make it loud. Damn. Hold up. I think this was the thing that this was missing. It's just throwaway lines. Much more thinner lines, basically. I mean, I can use this as, like, guidelines first. So in that way I don't have to, like... try to picture it on my head. I mean, I don't picture it on my head. It's just the more lines I add in, the more clear. Or like, kind of like establishing pathways on where to go to. And where to draw on. Kind of like that. It's more of that, I guess, instead of like trying so hard to put whatever you're picturing onto the paper. I feel like it's too thick. Have you heard of Platinum's End? Are we still talking about Pokemon, or this is an entirely different thing? Platinum End. A manga series? Is this from the creator of Death Note, from the looks of it? Or from the looks of the style? I never thought that his style would be so distinct, but here we go. Here we are. Oh yeah. Yep, it's... I think it's from the creator of Death Note. I actually not super into Death Note, but that's probably because of me not watching it properly. Like, I only watched like the part where fucking Kira died. Spoilers, I guess. And like the potato chip scene. And I tried watching the first few episodes, but I got so bored. I got bored. Death Note fans would probably come for my ass, but It's not like I don't enjoy it. It's like more of it's more of I'm not super into it that than I would expect myself to be. Well, let's just say it's not as good as Death Note and Bakuman. Is the creator of Bakuman also in there? Because there's like two people listed, and I'm not very good with names, as you can see. Why does it feel like a somewhat edgy manga? Or maybe not. Maybe I'm just assuming things. I'm just not interested. Or do I find it interesting looking? And I have not heard of that shit until now. Until you mentioned it. I didn't even know they were doing that. All I know is that they done Bakuman and Death Note, and that's it. I have not heard of them ever since. The rain's getting stronger. I'm surprised that the author and artist made Bakuman after Death Note, really? I thought it was like around the same time. Or roughly around the same time. But my memory is foggy. And that, again, Bakuman is one of those anime that I surprisingly didn't get into so much. Like I tried watching the first few episodes of it, and I'm just like, I'm so fucking tired of this. Like I wasn't super invested. I could not get myself invested upon it, and it was like, it's it's literally dealing with the topics that I'm so interested about. Because back then I'm like super invested about making manga and shit, or making art in general. Back then, so I tried watching this because people, say that it tackles about that, and apparently I just could not get into it for some reason. And I was like looking for a slice of life, sort of like animes too, but it doesn't feel like slice of life. Or maybe I just have ridiculous fucking standards when it comes to slice of life shit. Platinum's End is like some edgy version of Future Diary. I wouldn't be surprised if that's an accurate description. And Charlie hates the crap out of the anime. I mean, I don't blame them. Man, Future Diary was like fucking forever ago. I think I only liked it. I didn't watch the anime. Once again, I didn't watch it properly, for fuck's sake. I only like watched one scene, and it's like the worst scene. It's literally a backstory, and I don't think I can say it on stream because it's so fucked up. But for some reason, that's the one scene that I watched from that anime. I think it's basically the backstory of the couple. Not the girl with the pink hair or whatever. No. I think there were side characters, and that's like the worst, the worst first scene to like watch. And after that, I didn't watch it or didn't get into it. And now what else? All I remember is I remember liking one of the opening song or the ending song, and that's it. That's all I have. That's all the memories I have from Future Diary. I watched it after Charlie mentioned it, and holy crap, it really is that bad. I mean, the title alone is already kind of fucking cringy. And looking at the cover doesn't help. I'm like, I saw the cover and like screenshots of it. Like right now I'm searching it and it's not helping. It's really not helping. Because I'm just seeing some sort of like, I don't know, Dead Man Wonderland vibes, but with fucking angels. And for some reason, I hate the aesthetic. It's one of those aesthetic that is like fucking on your eyes. Everything is bright and sparkly, and I hate it. And it's not even in a good way. It's so bad that I got a spoiled ending. Has it ended? Once again, this is something I have zero idea about or never heard of. I mean, I barely hear anything about the anime scene or anime space right now. So. Uh, Sorry, man. I'm just so annoyed about like my neighbors. I don't even know what the fucking occasion is. Oh, there is actually an occasion today. I think it's our region's holiday, basically. But I never knew we celebrated. All I know it was a holiday. My hands really hurt when I tried to draw hands and other small things. Hands? Oh wait, hold up. My outline is like fucking trash right now. I mean, I can relate because back then I was drawing on smaller scale, so wasn't a huge problem, I guess, for me. But yeah, I mean, either way, your hand is gonna hurt or gonna strain your hand if you're like not taking breaks or using your hand properly. Or just not taking care of it. checking out if it's on the right sort of perspective. So angels choose the most edgelords teenagers as their new god, and guess what happens literally when he becomes god? Sounds like some insult shit. Like, give the most basically give a guy a chance, the most insecure guy a chance, and look what he becomes. Tell my friends, chanting. Hold up. Anyways, for how long have you been drawing? I don't know, since I was like 4. If we're gonna count that. Ever since I was a child, basically. Or when I get to learn how to hold a pencil. Oh, thank God. At least it's not only one guy singing. Because most of the time, there's only just one guy singing. And I'm so sick of his voice. He just kills himself, and because he was the new god, everybody dies. So, what was even the point of the story? Task failed successfully. Well, I guess my guess was right. It is a edgelord's fantasy novel. I mean, I've seen edgier shit, and surprisingly, they're in like the girly category or the magical fantasy category. Is where the fucked up shit happens, or just trying everything to be edgy. And honestly, it's like a common trope about an anime at this point. Just a whole bundle of like, who's gonna be edgier. Like, there's some sort of competition going on. It's not like it's a bad genre. I guess it's kind of like trying to be like thriller like or psychological horror, but at the same time, it can get so ridiculous sometimes that some of it is hard to take it seriously. Redo of a healer energy. I still do not get why people are so stirred up about that. When I saw it, I only saw like a few episodes of it because I don't like it. It feels so typical. Like, people are raving about it like, oh my god, this is like the worst or like the most groundbreaking thing in anime. I'm like, this is so typical of hentai. What is this your first time here? Like I'm so surprised that these are what they are surprised with because this type of shit is so fucking typical. And like even the script is like fucking ridiculous. Like all powers has something to do with healing. And I'm just like, huh? How is that? What? You can use other terms. Like don't be shy. But no, they use healing for everything. But that's all I remember from it. I just remember being so, I don't know, just not that surprising. And just felt like any hentai there is. Oh my god, it's like the one guy that's always sings again. I'm so sick of him. I should stop drawing this fucking angle. But I keep doing it. I keep ending up doing it. It's such a difficult angle. Mainly because it's so hard to like keep in track of and make sure it's like somewhat accurate. It's time to stop. And I keep trying to redo and redo it. Surprisingly, redo of a healer that was not even listed as a hentai. I think it's because they censored it to the fucking ground. I, if I remember it correctly, I think they fucking censored it to the fucking ground. It's not even the teasy kind of censoring, just straight up cutting it. Either straight up cutting it or just all you see is black. All you see is darkness. Or just not see what the hell is going on. You kind of know what is going on, but you don't see it. But that's all I can remember it. And it just stirred up drama for some reason. Or attention, basically. But at the same time, I still have no idea why, how it garnered attention. When it's just a typical revenge porn. And uses the term healing or healer. Or basically heal for fucking every power there is. At this point, it was like hard to take seriously. I mean, it probably doesn't take it seriously. But yeah, that's all I remember. Just me begging to use it, like asking to use a different term for it. Damn, where is this? Really? What the hell? Oh, there we go. Even the light novel and manga is not listed as hentai. Really? How does healing reverse time? Exactly! They use fucking healing for fucking everything. Like, you can use a different term. Sweetie, you can. Like, a dictionary is free, and you're free to Google. But no, they use healing for every power that exists. Time traveling, healing. Oh, a power to like manipulate and mind control someone. Oh, it's healing. It is so fucking ridiculous. It's actually. Yeah, that's why I'm wondering how we garnered attention. Oh, wrong layer. Smoothie, welcome. Let's actually finish this shot because it's taking forever. I guess I'm only gonna do 2 shots. Like, you know, one half body shot and one full body shot. I may do some effects here. Anyways, anyways, we're just chilling. Let's actually not rush. How many hours has it been? Maybe I'll stream for another hour. So 3 hours until. Cause I don't think I can stream for any longer. I'm actually supposed to do some cleanup for this one, but hey, change of plans. I don't even follow my own self. That's how. That's how it's like to be me. Oh, hold up. Someone's at the door. Wait, hold up. My mom made pasta. Let me just grab one. BRB. Hello, I'm back. I have some pasta. It's just dead ass fucking pasta. What the hell? It's still hot now. So, all of again, I guess obligatory sudden break. Hello, I'm back. I finished it in the process, so Let's get back to finishing this. Also, they're back at like playing the karaoke. Swear to God. Drew this too small. Or it's just too long. Damn, where was that? And they're playing the same song again. I'm so full. I feel like this hand is wrong. Mm. Still doesn't look right. Cause it's not curved. Looks fine if it's like this. Do you have any terrible anime stories? What kind? Is it shitty sort of animes or just had the most terrible experience when watching that anime? Because I feel like those are like different categories. Oof. Let me actually merge. Actually, wait. My honest save is fucking me up. Why? What is that? Well, let's say both. Boku no Pico. What else? I didn't even know what the fuck I was even watching. Because I watched it when I was like super fucking young. So I have no clue what the fuck is going on in that anime. And that's like the first hentai anime I've probably watched. And I didn't even know. Uh, yeah, I was a kid. I didn't even realize what the fuck was wrong with it. I just watched it for the sake of watching it. S- I don't even remember that much from like animes that gave me a hard time, I guess. Because I would just not even bother trying to remember it. What about the worst anime experience? Not actually sure. Because once again, if I saw something bad, I would probably drop it right off the bat and we'll never remember it ever again. Because there's no point. Why am I trying to be so clean with this sketch? Sketch quotation marks. I guess this is done. I want to consider this as done, to be honest. And just move on to the effects or something. Oh yeah. I just fucking realized Amazon doesn't accept PayPal. I couldn't buy the book that I want. Fuck. I wanted to buy TB Choi's book, basically. I mean, I probably won't even like it. Or need it. I don't even need it. But it would still be nice to have, you know? And it's TB Choi. Come on. And it sucks. It's only available on Amazon. Such a long ass title also. TB Choi book. I wonder if it's available anywhere else. Because I feel like it's only available on Amazon, which sucks. And I just want to treat myself with like art books and shit. Because back then I was so depraved by this. Like super fucking depraved by it. I couldn't buy any sort of art books, even if I wanted to. No matter how badly do I want it. But no, they have zero shit on like bookstores. They don't sell this sort of stuff. Like it was just horrible. It was just horrible to be, you know, be really into art. Because there's no art store, so you're basically forced to go to a bookstore instead. Because that's where we buy all our materials and stuff. And man, the brands that you want as an artist is nowhere to be found. And even if you found them, they're expensive as hell. And art books are just something that you would not see. There are probably some, but it's one of those crappy how to draw anime and stuff like that. Really? First time I heard of Amazon not having anything. I'm more surprised they don't accept PayPal. I couldn't buy the shit. God damn it. Like for once in my life, just let me let me trip myself. But nah, Amazon is too shit. Fuck. I have to use like some sort of debit card or credit card, which both I do not have. I don't have a debit card because Nobody fucking uses it. Or it's not really preferred to use it. It's not preferred to use it here. Because how easily it gets hacked over here. My man. Tried looking at eBay, but no, they don't have anything. Which sucks. But I didn't buy a different art book. It's from Yo Yoshinari. And if you guys aren't familiar with the guy, he's basically an animator from Trigger and Gainax, I think. Yeah, dude worked on Little Witch Academia, Gurren Lagann, and probably more. He's basically known as an animator. That's it. And I bought an art book from him, but it's expensive as fuck. And it's just a bunch of sketches of him. But even if it's just a bunch of sketches from him, it's really good to study on. Like, here's weirdly a thing about me. I more on lean to studying how other artists work, or how a particular artist draws something. Like, for example, how they draw an arm, or how they work with anatomy. I would much rather study those from that artist instead of like observing the real thing. I mean, I also do observe like real photos, like real references. But for the majority of it, it's from other artists. That's how I learned. But once again, it's a different case for everybody. You see the guy in the Little Witch Academia behind the scenes where he looks half dead. I mean, everyone looked dead on that one. Alive and animator just does not go. It just doesn't go well together. You're an animator, you're bound to be dead. Unless you're in a very good studio, then that's fine. But yeah, man, I was so fucking deprived of like seeing art books. And I'm the type of person that is like super interested in like seeing people's artworks and like their own sketchbook also. I was so into that back then. Because you can make observations based out of those. But nah, I have to use Google. And right now that I wanted to treat myself, I'm still not allowed to. What is this? There we go. Let's go back to effects, I guess. Heck, I actually have zero fucking experience dealing with art books. Never gotten one. Anyways, hold up for a bit. Exactly, everyone in the behind the scenes is half that. I mean, they're animating, so I don't really blame them. Just the arms. Where's the arms? There we go. Also, it's Japan. Don't be so surprised. Japan has a thing about overworking their employees, so don't be all surprised. Why is it so grainy? I just realized it. Also, this is like also why like, cause there are people who ask me like, where do I learn art and yada yada yada. Are there any books that I recommend? I can't say shit. Like I never owned an art book. And it's hard how to pinpoint on how exactly I learn because I was merely relying on intuition alone. Have to rely on instincts alone. And of course, that's not for everybody. I only managed to pull through because uh, I was persevering enough, I guess. Wrong brush. There we go. I'm thinking of fixing liner, but at the same time, I don't want to. Oh yeah, it's completely butchered. It doesn't look good. I only just need the rough layout of the effects, so I don't have to like redraw them once like I'm halfway done or quarter by the end of it, which happens way too often for me, and it sucks, and I do not want to face that and go through that bullshit. Birds are chirping. Is this a random OC you just made up and not part of the top and kick burst? Yeah. Just a random fucking character. I just wanted to draw a character with bangs. That's it. Little Runky, welcome. Hope your day is going well. I mean, it's ruined by neighbors, so. Meh. It's completely out of my control. Completely out of our control. I'm not looking forward to tomorrow. I've procrastinated everything expertly to the end of the week. Why is that such a mood? not feeling those effects. I'm on the wrong layer. If things aren't going right, do this weird release. Feels too much, basically. This effects I'm in. Hmm. Those ends are Shifski's. Hell yeah. I'm having a lot of trouble on adding details in the skin and clothing wrinkles. I mean, don't we all? I mean, to me, I just overdo them. Currently. Back then, I don't do it that much, but now I'm just like, just overdo it. Just don't hold back, basically. Just fucking throw lines and shit all over the place, I don't care. So the process of letting go kinda helped. In a bit. And just let yourself loose. Mm, actually, let's just erase it straight out. I'm gonna let the right down. I still do not like how this hand is looking. Dead ass. Maybe it's the thumb. Maybe I figured it out. See, it's much better. Now I'm not bothered by it. Or maybe not since I thought I could down a week. Oh yeah. It's one of those things that you thought you figured out, and now you're still struggling. And it still takes practice, no matter how hard you try. If you don't put them into practice, you're just gonna get gonzo. I do not like how this is positioned. God damn it. It's not like I hate it. It's just I don't like it. Or is just the effects literally fucking bugging me out? I heard the music everywhere now. I'm not kidding. They're always playing the same shit. Every time. It's the same fucking music and song. And the same fucking people. I don't like. I just don't like this. The effects. I just don't like where it's going. This is going to be a bitch to color. My auto save. Let me just actually save this because, oh yeah, I haven't been saving this for hours. Holy shit. I haven't been saving for 3 hours. Oh god. Well, it's kind of lagging. Well, I'm being into the stream soon. I'm just gonna finish this. I just fucking realized that design is so fucking boring. Should give her a tank top or something. Okay. Changes. Because of course I'm indecisive. God damn it. Hmm. Or not. Eh. Worth a try. Got lazy. What is... Oh, I over undo it. There we go. Let me save. Just checking on Leo's. There's anywhere else I need to do. I think it's better if I just extend it. Extend their body. Yes, why not? It's too long if I try to fit the knee. Give her darker skin and she's gonna call Kara. They see you with ponytail and it's suddenly Kara. Finally, someone drawing OCs. That's an OC, right? Yes, yes it is. It's more like a random ass fucking character, but I guess it's an OC now. Most of my shit are like OCs anyways. Change his legs. It's kinda hard to show it off because hard to continue this. Because it's only showing the knee. Or barely showing the knee. And that's like the fucking ugliest part. And the illusion wouldn't really work without this bottom over here. Where are you from? I'm from the Philippines. That would explain the noises that you'll probably hear on the background. Actually, it's not even gonna reach the knee, I think. Maybe I should turn this off because it's so messy. Are you working as an artist professionally or just like a hobby? I guess it's called work now. Or consider this my work. But I wouldn't say industry related or anything like that. And if I'm gonna be honest, I still hesitant to like to want this as my sort of work, I guess, or job. Cause I only just want it to be want drawing to be a hobby only. Let me actually fucking pull this up. I'm wondering if I should make this super big or not. Well, overall, if I'm just gonna take the knee. That's not so bad. Sheesh. Oh my god. My clip studio was like crashing. It's like freezing up. Anyways. It should stop. Because right now I'm just adding whatever. Just gonna fill up the blanks. There we go. Okay, now I should stop. Let's save. How old are you, by the way, if it's not recording for me? I'm like 20, I think. 20. I'm almost 21 this December. So yeah, early 20s. Early 20. Anyways. Let's save this. Oh, it's already saved. It's like eating my memory. What the hell? It's like eating my storage space. It's eating my storage space. I'm just checking out, double checking the layout. Okay. This is finished. Yo, it's already 4. Oh my god. I've barely done anything. I'm crying over the fact that I still can't understand colors. I don't blame you, man. The only not really a pro tip, but the most easiest tip I can give is probably just pick out the color that you want, or just start monochromatic colors. Start off with monochromatic colors. That's it. Only use like one color, and that's it. So in that way, you're kind of practicing with saturation and like lighting and values and all that stuff. I mean, you're not gonna learn other colors because you're only using one, but you're learning a lot about values and saturation, at least, instead of like black and white, completely black and white, or grayscale. It takes time, it takes an annoying sort of time, especially if you're struggling on where to point out where you're struggling with. But overall, picking colors, I think, can be more of a distraction for you. Because if you're still not still don't completely understand how saturation and values work, especially when it comes to lighting, you're gonna struggle with color in general, especially when picking things out. So I guess just don't mind them picking colors first, and instead just focus on like values and on that, establishing values. And that's pretty much it. But anyways, have to end the stream there, guys. And God, it's like so fucking noisy also, and my apologies for that. But thank you guys so much for joining me today, regardless of that fucking noise. And I hope you guys enjoy the stream. I have to say goodbye now. I only do like one sketch. We haven't done that much. was only be able to draw one sketch. But anyways, thank you guys once again for joining me, and hope to see you guys next time. Can I just show you what I got on Discord? Yeah, feel free to. Oh yeah, by the way, I have a Discord now. It's not that complicated of a Discord server. It's fairly simple, but if you guys would like to hang out, you can join by supporting me on Patreon. You don't even have to support me like monthly on Patreon. You just need like to pay access for it. Or as long as you're not a sus sort of account. That's basically it. But anyways, thanks again, guys. And see you guys next time. Peace out.